All right, let's take a look at sample space. Sample space is something that we use when we're in our probability unit and we're talking about all possible outcomes of an event. An event being something like rolling a dice, picking a marble out of a bag, or spinning a spinner and seeing what we land on. So in this first example, if we were to have a six-sided dice, a standard dice, if you've ever played Yahtzee or a game like that, rolling dice, that is what we're talking about now. So if you roll a six-sided dice, what are the numbers that you could possibly see? Well, we know that we could get 1, we could get 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Could we get 7? No, because it's a six-sided dice. This is the list of all possible numbers that we could see if we were rolling a dice, okay? So I'm going to separate my possible outcomes with commas. Some people put parentheses on the outside. I like to use these fun braces, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are my total possible outcomes. I have 6 outcomes that could happen if I were to roll a dice. Okay, so with this bag of marbles as our second example here, we have a bag of marbles with 4 yellow marbles, 3 purple marbles, 1 red marble, and 2 blue marbles. So in this bag, if I were to pull out 1 marble, what could I get? Well, your first instinct might be to say that, well, your sample space is just yellow, purple, red, and blue, but that's not all. We have 4 yellow marbles, 3 purple marbles, 1 red marble, and 2 blue marbles. We don't have only 1 yellow. We don't have only 1 purple. We don't have only 1 blue. We have 4 yellows, 3 purples, and 2 blues. So our sample space will actually look like, I'm just going to put letters instead of the whole word. Yellow, 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 purple, 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 red, and 2 blues. So this will actually be my sample space because these are all individual marbles. If I were to pull out the first marble and set that aside and pick a different marble, I could get a second yellow marble. So with that being said, even though there are only 4 colors, I have to list all of the possible outcomes, which means listing each individual marble that's in that bag. Okay, and then lastly, I'm going to go ahead and erase this so that I can have some more space for my spinner here, because we all know my drawing skills. Okay, so a spinner with 5 equal sections. Let me draw that spinner out. It's going to have 5, hopefully equal-ish sections. That's pretty good, okay? So let's label these sections here. I'm going to label them A, B, C, D, and E. And if I had a spinner, an arrow, and I spun that arrow around, what letter could it land on? All of my possible outcomes need to be listed in my sample space. So I would have A, I could get B, it could land on C, or D, or E. And this is my sample space. I've listed all of the possible outcomes. Each space on my spinner is a possible outcome when I spin the arrow. All right, that is all for sample space.